Hello and welcome to the second part of the Creating a Game tutorial series. Today, we will be creating the screen guide for an item shop and a currency shop. Additionally, we will set up this currency shop so that the player can purchase the GamePass directly in a list guide with a scrolling frame and receive the item upon joining. As the first step for today, we will create two GUIs in the game, one for the coin shop and the other for the item shop. After you have inserted the model under Starter GUI, you can see that the model includes a frame and a text button. Move the text button, which will later open the shop, to the position where you want the frame's open button to be. I will change the background color and transparency, making the button look a bit nicer. I'll also add a UI corner to my button to round the edges, setting the corner radius to 0.25. As a second step, activate the visibility of the frame to make it visible. Then, position it at the desired location. I will change the color to match my button. Additionally, I will adjust the transparency of the title to enhance the appearance of my GUI. The Close button, as the name suggests, closes the frame. Also, position it at the desired location. I will further customize the appearance of the Close button to match my preferences. For this example, I'll change the screen guide name to Items GUI and the frame name to Items Frame. Add a scrolling frame to the Items frame by clicking on the +add button within the frame. Position the scrolling frame at the desired location. I'll move this frame to the center and effectively overlay it with the other frame by changing the transparency of the frame to 0.75. As you can see, the scrolling frame is now interactive and can be used. Now, let's add a UI list layout to the scrolling frame by clicking on the plus button. This will help list and sort the items that players can buy. You can customize how the items are sorted with the UI list layout. Please show me how you would set it up. You can set it up like this. The items will be listed horizontally from left to right. For demonstration purposes, I will show you the distribution using a text label. However, please note that you'll need to use the Auto-Scale Light plugin to add constraints to the first text label and scale its position and size using unit conversion. This should be done for the first text-labeled text button. I will provide a link to the plugin in the video description. And then you can duplicate the first text label, and the duplicates will be automatically sorted using the list layout. I'll just quickly rename the title to Items Title. Of course, you can do the same with image buttons. For this video, we'll be working with image buttons so that the player can click on the image to purchase a GamePass item, for example. If you change the name of the frame from Model Kit, you must also modify it in the local script of the Open button. Otherwise, the shop will not open. You can do this by renaming Frame to Items Frame in the script. In summary, the script accesses the text button, as it is part of it with script parent. The script essentially instructs that the frame should be activated or displayed when the mouse button is clicked on the button. This is done simply with visible. Before testing it, you need to constrain and scale the position and size of all the elements within the screen guide, as shown earlier with the Auto-Scale Light plugin. However, this time, you will need to select all the elements. As you can see, the frame or the item shop opens smoothly. Now let's move on to the second step, creating a GamePass for the game and writing the script for the image button that executes the purchase request. First, you need to create a GamePass on the Roblox website. If you're unsure how to do this, you can watch my comprehensive tutorial video on my channel. Simply click on the info card in the upper right corner or click on the link provided in the video description. Insert the script. Then, you only need to change the item name to match the name of your item in the game, exactly the same name. This is because the script references a folder named Tools in server storage and looks for an item with the same name as in the green quotation marks area. Also, make sure to change the GamePass ID to your GamePass ID. To do this, Simply go to the Roblox website again and copy it. So, if the player purchases the GamePass, for example on the Roblox website within the game, they will also receive the in-game item. And if they do not own the GamePass, they will not receive the item. Before we address the purchase request for a GamePass that can be sent, for example by a mouse button click on a text button, I will change the design of my GUIs so that in the end, there are two GUIs, one for items and one for the currency shop. To do this, I will simply create a second GUI and name it Items. Since you already know how to create a GUI, I won't go into further detail on that. For the currency shop, I wanted to let you know that you can create gradients using a UI gradient. This allows you to create sidebars, for example, for your GUI. However, we naturally want players to be able to purchase the GamePass in-game by sending a purchase request from a button. That's exactly what I'm going to show you now. As the first step, you will add a local script to your button or image button. As the second step, you will add the script for the GamePass purchase request, which I will link to you in the video description. Make sure to change only the GamePass ID in this script. Now, when the player re-enters the game, you can purchase the item from the item shop and receive it after rejoining. As you can see, the item has been given to the player. Thank you for watching the video up to this point. In the next part, we will add developer products to our shop so that players can buy currency in-game. See you in the next part of the tutorial series. Have a great day.